I'm Tina. This is To the Inner Wild. Welcome back. My most ethical light and love crew. Hello, my cream crew. Archangel Michael is handing over the tutorial on how to end those abusing my privacy. Straight up, the header card. I couldn't read it like when I pulled it out because there's like the screen is the first place that I saw it. And I couldn't really quite make it out because I was so centered on what's in the middle. And so looking at it, it's obvious it's a 2 of swords. So you block, okay? The best way to do that is healing any aspects from chakra to chakra. So as above, so below. Yeah, that's the way to go about it, to be fully centered on this. So, yeah, definitely. I mean, this is the most obvious state, but that's what Archangel Michael, like, if you had to summarize it, that's the way to go, you know? So what brought me here to answering this question was I noticed that in my my typing stuff, like while I'm working on certain things, the autocorrect is sprouting up very like I already suspected this for quite a while. I've even changed phones, I've changed passwords, I've and this is not just the only realm where I highly sense that I am my privacy is being violated. And not just violated, but trespassed on, but also absolutely abused. So, you know, like how teenagers, like back in the day, in like hilly areas, let's say, I think golf courses, I only know this through hearsay, how they would break into golf courses when it was like a little snowy, and this is California, right? So it would just get a little bit of ice, but it would be slick, right? So people would sled off of there, but it would ruin the grass, etc. So you know, those kind of violators and trespassers are different from those that absolutely abuse and purposefully mishandle the data that's received. Like they are out to get something to to gain personal advantage, with the intention of, meanwhile, back at the ranch, we're going to destroy something. Okay, that's their absolute intention. So I noticed this when I would get the like it's undeniable to me. On autocorrect, I was just putting I was just reviewing a video and I mentioned something about, isn't it ironic, don't you think? And so I'm like just going at it as I go through rather than just full on complete. And as I was typing in Alanis, it reoriented to Elise. Do you know what I'm talking about? Because that last name is very particular. In fact, something about, like, I was also typing something up, and this happened several times, that I would type something up, and then it would autocorrect to Norwalk. And then I had that several accounts, and then after that, there was something about, like, fairly recently, I was typing in something, and it mislabeled to misogynistic or and I never use that word. I never, like, and so, like, I know that there's been bullshit, like, text talking smack about me, about that, like, it's kind of like that bullshit mentality where guys try to use, like, oh, she must be on her period, she must be, like, what's her hormones, or, you know, like that kind of bullshit. It's that they just completely automate the script according to how they want it to go, whatever fits, whatever suits their storyline. So it's the same thing like, oh, she's just a feminist, like a man hater, blah, blah, blah. You know, stuff like that. So but like the trend now is like there's reverse misogyny or something like that. Because I know like people are saying like, oh, isn't misogyny like where the guys are doing that to girls? And what I've noticed in recent I guess vlogs or whatever, was women kind of tearing, I don't know, whatever, look that shit up. But just like hate talk, that's what I'm talking about, okay? There's no way that I have typed in Norwalk in, I don't even know how fucking long, like, more than a handful of years. I have not typed that in, okay? I'll go through all my texts and type up like, you know, like do a word search. Not there. So I know it's not caused by me. So somebody's cloning my phone, trying to like do a mirror effect on stuff like that. And I know that there's delays, and like if I hit the delete button, it'll go like there's just certain delays that are unexplained phenomenon that are not magical. But today, Elise came through. I have not typed that name in forever. So I know that there's some bullshit going on. So I just want to know, like, what's the tutorial on how to stop this? What are Archangel Michael's best suggestions on like best practices? Do what you gotta do, Tina, etc. Whatever it is, okay? But the purpose for me to relay this is that I have Supreme Networks, the best of the best. So I'm just letting you all know, just putting it out there to get on it. And if you want to kind of like donate in some kind of service manner, get on it, fix it for me, please. Do not become one of those abusers and just handle it. I deserve privacy. I deserve to, when I close doors, to make sure that that fucking key works, you know, to lock it. I know there's somehow like cameras. I still like even computer, like there's some kind of like bullshit hacking. And let me give you an update, another like reminder, a clue in that one of our best men to our wedding, he worked in like extreme tech, you know, areas, and at a certain time, also worked for the city that I currently live in. I think certain respected schools as well in the area. Contract. Yeah. So just, you know how to do your thing. Just handle it, please. I know that there have been some restraints put on my phone access in the past, I don't know, 2 months maybe, which is great. So someone has helped out, because I noticed that like when I listen to music or whatever, I'll carry my phone with me wherever, you know. This includes also like when I'm taking a shower. And TMI, but this is a very real thing. This is not something like a fucking condition or whatever. But like I'll take a shower and all of a sudden I'll get wet. Like, what do you call it? Sacral chakra. And I, you know, if you don't know anything about the ladies, when you're in water, it's kind of like the thing becomes like friggin' waterproof, right? So whatever you wash should be like done, squeaky clean, all good, whatever. It kind of prevents things from doing their thing. But there was a certain time where I would wash constantly, and it would not stop. Like, it was like fucking endless supply of whatevers. And so, like, I knew that somebody was doing something energetically there. And I know that somebody helped by putting a block on accessibilities. Like, I don't know how, like, I really don't understand all of that stuff. But yeah, I don't understand all of that stuff. Like, so I've just been warned, like, by other fellow readers that there have been things that have been sold on me, like certain live streams that I'm not aware of. And like, I don't know, like, I don't have anybody that I immediately know that will help me figure that out. I don't know that stuff. And so I just kind of put it out there that people will get their karma, and there will be a certain amount of cruelty and payback for what bullshit goes on. So anyway, I just want to find out, like, how can I kind of stop this bullshit, because I know my ex is involved. Like, there's no fucking way. There's no way that it would autocorrect to these particular keywords that are very particular within certain regions and certain, like, come on. So fucking, okay, let's just see here. Archangel Michael, let's go ahead and clear the air. And did you know that I did a cord cutting ritual a while ago, like over a year ago, with him, okay, like my candle, his candle, also the children's, and it showed that, like, he would rather burn down to the ground than release the cords attached to us. And he finally, like, we let go first, but he was like, the flame was so like potent, like fire, like angry. And so ours, like, diminished, okay, but his, like, stayed on for a longest time. And then there was a portion where it was like part of that cord was, like, hidden behind his back. And so, like, it already gave me the pre-warning, the message that he was going to pretend like he let go, but he would, like, but he actually didn't, like, till the day he died, like, just like very, just like it was still hidden in the back. And I don't understand it. I don't know, but whoever, I have a really strong feeling that our one of our best man, who was very much, like, knew a lot of hacking stuff and programming stuff, that he's going to pay for that. He's going to pay for a big chunk of that. So there was something else that I want. So, like, because of, like, I can go ahead and post it. I'll probably post it on my Instagram, because, like, that's a failed attempt. So, you know, so I have to do that again. And, but it was just so strange to me, because I've never seen that before. And I just waited for, like, just waited until, you know, just to see how things happened. And because of that autocorrect, I'm pretty darn sure it is correct. All right. Okay. Ugh. Okay, this is holding on. Okay, and then this wanted to slide off. Okay, so we can read those after. King of Cups, and then Six of Cups in reverse. What came, so that was on the right side, okay? And then Three of Wands, Three of Cups in reverse, Two of Wands in reverse, and the Devil. Yeah. Okay, so that was on the recipient side. So ships are coming in. They are bullshitters. Master number 33. They haven't sized things up correctly. Yeah, they're trying to gain intel, like, aggressively. It's like, Tina, how much more visible can you be? Like, I'm here, like, doing my divination stuff, like, every single day, depending on which forum, and it's like, it's still never enough. It sounds like work. Anyway, distance. They have cups not celebrated. Not sensitive. Okay, so that's the scenario. Okay, that's the scenario. There's something. There's something about, you know, like, you know, telephone towers, those trees or something. There's something about, like, there's a program that's kind of latched onto one of them. Hey there. There's, like, a program that's latched onto one of those, like, telephone tower tree things, that is, like, connected to my Wi-Fi, or, like, some kind of, that's why he's able to connect. So, what is over here? Five of Pentacles in reverse, the Lover's card in reverse, and Two of Cups in reverse. Yeah, this says it all. I mean, this is somebody that's absolutely living in lack. They don't know how to love. They don't know how to love themselves, so therefore you can't expect much, regardless of what kind of deviation of relationship you have with the person. So, any relationship that you have, you better be a taker, because that's all that's going to transpire. Two of Cups, in reversal, every man for himself, basically. So that's what's going on there. That's what's happening there. So what they're showing me, is that just seeing things for what they are. Something. It's funny because it's like their heart chakra is almost like a whoopee cushion. Like, it's a total, it's the first time I've seen it like that, you see? Their heart chakra is like a big joke. Like, it's a big joke. So, that's all they can expect out of the world. So there's something about... There's a ricochet. Okay. So because I know the kind of context that I know, and there's some things to figure out, there's kind of like a ricochet of happenings. So they're also going to be spied on, and that information, it's kind of going to be like Ricochet Robin Hood, like boomerang, so whatever can be used against him is going to be used against him, and we're going to see that transpire most aggressively. Like, it's an active brawl of, you see the intentions here, the ricochet, to keep the balance, you know, like those group exercises, icebreakers, where the team like is supposed to hold like a ball between their bodies and then move over to a certain location. Well, I've already done my part, so there's something about like knowing that who it truly belongs to, like having to, there's something, a balance of, you know how like time moves like overlaps, you know, the now is like several layers, like a freaking club sandwich, right? A divine club sandwich. And so there's a layering. Like I already did my part here. When the ball dropped, like there's like a countdown or something like that, of like certain planning, certain activities, certain days, certain events, like my legal stuff. And so I did my part. So I've already been there, done that. Now the devil is like, okay, your turn. So there's something about that here, but because there's a lack of awareness and intuition, that person is going to bring it home. That's their stuff. Okay. So the tutorial is really just saying, like, for me, to put it out into the universe, like call things out for what they are, realize what they are. Like they're just kind of like real-time affirmations. Know things for what they are. Convey, like communicate that with the universes, and all will be well. Okay, I forgot about these two. These two here at the counterpart. Oh my gosh, judgment. Oh, look. Judgment. Okay, before I took a nappy nap today, I was like, why is it so cold all of a sudden? Who's here? And so I first got this card, and then I was like, is this guy fucking with me? What's going on? And then I got this card, which is like we're counterparts. So, but anyway, judgment. Yeah. Judgment. Calling it, basically. So this helper of mine, where do they go? 10 of Pentacles, highly abundant. This is somebody that knows like strong networks. Do you see that? Do you know like how like there's like conglomerates, like let's say like with airlines, there's a certain umbrella that owns like so many companies. There's another company that owns so many companies. It's kind of like that. This person knows this stuff, like can call upon favor from these like individuals. That's crazy. All right, so this this King of Cups, and then the Six of Cups in reverse. Okay. So the divine will do what they can, in order to kind of mediate in this kind of circumstance. Like this is basically the courts. This is somebody that is highly intuitive, but they do something about it. They're trying to mediate, okay, in this like crazy sea, okay? So like one has stank face, one is kind of like floating about, but there's like they're not seeing eye to eye. Okay, so what the King of Cups is trying to do is trying to figure out, like, come on, we got to figure this out. Dragging it out will only cause more confusion, delay, pain, etc. Okay, neither of you want that, and none of us, nobody wants to deal with your shit like that. So even if one of them is so willing to put the other one down, like forego their sense of happiness just to ensure that the other person is going to go down, the courts won't have that. This key decision maker, whoever this is, they realize nobody's going to put up with your shit. I'll be damned in this position if I'm going to allow that to happen. Now let's get this shit together and figure this out. Okay. Now Six of Cups in reversal here is like, okay, you guys agree to disagree. That's fine. Whatever. It happens every day. How many times, like in statistics, does it happen every like minute, you know? It's, you know, you see this a lot. But I think what's happening here is there's something about This person is supposed to create options, because that's the 7th cup, right? To like lay them out. Like, what are the options right now? Okay, that's like their best of. Okay, and then going above and beyond is to recognize, well, actually that's going above and beyond, because I think other subsets like attorneys or whatever are supposed to lay out the options. Okay, so this is somebody that's wearing many crowns, like stack, stack, stack. Okay, in being able to do this and moving forward and doing that. But like his cup is upright and the rest of the 6 are down. So we have to do a subtraction here, and it's to say like, okay, we're gonna have to end this. We're gonna have 5 of cups in reversal. It's saying goodbye, okay? But that's also a process. So let's just get it done and do it, okay? So I think this is kind of like the formality in dissolving things, okay? This is the magician's jacket in 3D form, in physical state, okay? So this is like role-playing, cord cutting. That's what it is. So like in better return, what we have to do in like Archangel Michael's tutorial in how to end those that abuse our privacy, our personal information, etc., is make those big moves, okay? Because it all adds up. So these symbolic rituals are great and wonderful, but you want to cover like different elemental different elements in seeking closure. It's kind of like a permission slip, like that it has a routing slip also. So there's several realms of approvals. And I remember doing this for some kind of like toy company thing where you had to work with so many parties with the checks and balances of approvals processes. And this happens a lot in like the production line and anything, manufacturing. So especially at headquarters. So when you're doing that, it is a process, but sometimes there is a certain strategy to it, because you know other parties take longer than others, or one will not give the approval without the other, and that's not quite stipulated on the form. And it wouldn't be stipulated on the form because sometimes that rationale is just based on certain person sitting in that chair. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like it's understanding how people operate, where they are seated, and how to maneuver in that realm. So Archangel Michael is saying like you got to think about it, but you can't agonize about it. The more you get done is wonderful, and the only way you're gonna get through that knowledge is to learn. You know, just to go through it, and yeah. So there's that. And okay, so as far as blocking, okay, that's a header card. So you're setting the tone. So it's like, okay, I go to the judge and I'm like, I did this, I did that, I did this, I did this, these dates. And I noticed that, like, even though there's I noticed that certain words are being twisted, like it's 85 to 90% of the correct information, but the slight adjustments that are made to tweak like time ranges of, like, let's say when I went over certain paperwork with them was tweaked, and I know how intentional that was because of how it was said, and I know because I fucking went through the dates. I went through the fucking emails. I did the call like lists. I know the dates. You're adding a couple extra weeks in there. But you know what? Let's not be petty. Let's see, you know, like people are gonna have to pay for their shit, so Let's see like how this goes. Hopefully it's within favor. Let's just kind of like go with the flow. Okay, let's just go with it. So I can't be fully upset right now. I probably shouldn't be upset. I just like let things play out. So the tutorial. Okay. I think this is smart in seeing the King of Cups in upright and trying to balance things, trying to hold shit together. Trying to be regal with like healing opportunities. So let me see here. Anything else you want to say, Archangel? Michael fell on the 2 of Wands in reverse and the Devil card. You got 8 of Wands and 6 of Pentacles in reverse. So obviously there's some communication here. And 6 of Pentacles is holding some complexities to self. Like the details, you can hold that for yourself. So there's something here about like the intricacies of like embroidery and weaving. There's some kind of patterning when you do certain stitches. You see? Certain patternings of stitches. You see like the loom, okay? And so 6 of Pentacles is like there's no reciprocation here, okay? The beauty in certain dynamics is the exchange, okay? Not the withholding, or like not like there's like in this situation there's only so much to give. So I decided when like a couple of years ago, or a year and a half or whatever it was, over a year ago, when I realized that my privacy, like technology, all of that, my home like security was like being breached. I decided like, because this was before he had moved out, because he was like doing all kinds of like weird things. Like I couldn't even feel like I could hold down a job because like, or even like really drive towards like something serious, because like he would break into the area that I was staying in, and even though we had cameras, he was getting programming books, and so he could like freeze certain cameras or turn them off, or and then like pick lock my door to get to my stuff, and they're like ruin certain like things that I use for self-care, and like he would do all kinds of like stupid shit. And that was because like he had the luxury of being able to work remotely. And so like I never like fiddled with his stuff until like I saw so many things happen with my stuff. So I was just like looking around like what programs, like what computers, like what, and I just like to try to like understand like some things that like were being used against me. And so anyway, why did we even say that, all of that? Oh, because like it was so much for me, and then having to pay for a lawyer that was bullshitting me like so much money. I even connected with somebody on Instagram that was one of my regulars, until I realized he was bullshitting me too. That he recommended like getting like some kind of tracker thing to locate it, but then it was hard to read. Like I don't know, I paid like $80 or something, which was a lot of money for the time that I had fucking like not whatever. And so it was driving me nuts, like caused so much anxiety. So what they're saying here, okay, is reminder. 6 of Pentacles in reverse. There's only so many shits that you can give, basically. Okay, save your sanity for yourself. Okay, or there shall be no exchanging here on the details if they're not needed. This is just to be aware of what kind of bullshit you're facing when communicating. That way you can be very direct as far as protecting yourself, and having it be so important to you that you don't have to like record it some other place, have another talk about it, write it down. Like, it'll be so like imprinted. Like, you can trust in yourself, Tina. You can absolutely trust in yourself, so that it becomes tribal knowledge. It's protected. You know, certain cultures, tribal knowledge is so sacred. Okay, so with those things, that's the key. In communicating, just know that not everybody's going to have your back, even if you share the same children. And you can't expect them to have, like, well, you should be able to expect them to have the children's back, but that's one thing. Okay. Archangel Michael, anything else you want to say with regards to this? Like how to end those who abuse my privacy. 7 of Pentacles. Just be patient, Tina. Just be patient. Like, I have to acknowledge that I'm one of the very, 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 very lucky few. One of the anomalies that are able to tap into these networks, you know? It's kind of like that 10 of Pentacles thing here, except you don't get to see like all of the connections here. I have a dominant portion that is readily available for me, and they are kind of disguised within somewhat close accessible proximity, where you can't see like how they're all connected, but they are. They fucking are. Okay, so be patient. They are watching. They're handling the situation, and because you have spoken about it, it will be taken to major considerations within each realm of intricacies in their perspective. So each one has a certain specialty, certain gifts, certain blueprints of gifts that are able to handle the situation. Okay, so just be patient. Okay. Any last things that you want to say? It's been 37 minutes, 57 seconds. Okay. Justice in reverse. It hit my thumb. Hit the thumb. So you got, yeah, things are under control. You know, say under my thumb. So again, something about fingerprint. There's something official that's about to happen. Things are like, you know, CAD design. It's the primary stages of planning, in which, like in architecture, things are kind of layering upon layering, like layering phases. Like something is being like sealed, on its way to being sealed. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, that's definite. In fact, the Justice card, it looks very much like the person on the World card. So that's also something to keep in mind. Okay. Anything else? Okay. 9 of Swords, the Strength card in reverse, Temperance in reverse, and the Star card in reverse. So there's some emphasis, and like some bird told me, what, blah, 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 blah. So there's some bird is actually handling this, like, take them away, boys. And you see, there's something about that there. You see the chain onto there. Yeah. Is there somebody solid? You know, like how police officers, how when, I don't know when they do this or if it's just done in TV, where they're with somebody and they're, to ensure that they don't run off or escape, they handcuff the person to themselves. So there's something about that there, like, you know, so, because for a second I thought I misread it and maybe somebody has to carry their own weight, the weight of some kind of death that they brought on. And I really feel like that. But originally, okay, because that's another message. That somebody has to fly off thinking, how do I say it? With the burden of their own death. But as I recalled that, it's the second message, which is valid, is somebody has to carry their own weight, like in flight, of somebody else's death. Yeah, like someone kind of like close to them, I would think. Yeah. But yeah, again, I get more like the primary message was kind of like a police officer, some strong official, so that somebody doesn't escape. They're kind of like, this case is like handcuffed to them, like they're committed to this case. Yeah. Like angels or some other bodies like are watching over this to ensure like this person doesn't go like crazy, you know? Yeah. I really feel like that. There's something, those two messages are correct. There's a huge emphasis on that. So it's driving forward, this official driving forward is to these three, okay? It's kind of like the driver, the initiating, like spark of, it's kind of like a domino effect, you know? But right now, there's a lot of undercurrents. There's like a riptide, what do you call it? Like, it's, I keep forgetting. Undertow. Fucking, yeah, that's what it is, an undertow. So everything looks like weak and imbalanced and like sheltered on the top, like hazy on the top. But on the bottom of like all of that froth, you know, that flimsy froth, is somebody does literature here, because I don't usually structure words like that. So somebody's watching that does literature here. But anyway, frothy on the top. On beneath, there is, I wouldn't quite say turmoil. There's just a lot of commotion, a lot of pull, a lot of stretch. And so what I was doing was, this reminded me of things that can get warped underneath the surface. Like I was putting, what do you call it? Spare stickers onto my tumblers so they wouldn't, you know, like on my tumblers, that kind of thing. So I'd be happier to more, they would be more welcoming to drink from. And so when you lay it on there and you pull up, there's a stretch to it. Like you automatically warp the sticker once you like kind of half commit to it. And so there's something about that here. So there's something about like kind of being kind of a rag doll amidst it, kind of like a seahorse. So we're not trying to morph things so that they don't so that our intention is to kind of iron out the wrinkles once things are laid flat, once things are leveled and paired up and balanced, that there's like no wrinkles, there's no like little like veiny, it's just smooth, finished, done. That's what we're looking at here. So we're not creating a stir with, let's say, the details of like, oh, you fibbed on that timeline there. You're right about the rest, but you fibbed on that timeline. And you didn't clearly state where those documents were. It's kind of implied. It like gave it the flavor that it was on its way to me or already in my court, but they're not. They're not, no. So there's stuff like that. Like, okay, we're not going to cause like a big ripple here. Let's just like see how things go. Like, you kind of like choose your battles. That's what they're saying here. Because once this official comes through, somebody's going to basically have to take accountability for a certain death that is tied to them. I don't know how. Like, there's some kind of weight. I don't know what this is, but it can go many ways because there are other viewers here. So there's that. But when this official comes through with this other like person locked in, like to custody or something like that, then it's going to be like a domino effect, which means, look, Tina, you don't need to stress anymore. Okay. You're firm, balanced, rooted, kind of like the water plants where they don't really need soil in order to thrive. Kind of like that. Sturdy, handling your shit. I mean, this is basically the twin card. They're basically twins. The Temperance and usually Temperance has two glasses. Oh yeah, see? And then she has two as well. See? They're kind of like brother-sister cards. Or no, they're twin cards. I really feel like that. Except one has like a quiet life and one has like, you know, a public life. So there's something here in being able to balance both. Yay, I get to have that. That's excellent. Okay. So they're saying, don't worry. Don't worry. Okay. Bottom of the deck is Ace of Wands in reverse. So hold your power to yourself. Like up, 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 up. Don't need to say very much. Hold some of those intricacies to yourself. When the time comes, if need be, you can lay it all out. People will be so fucking surprised, okay? You can do that. You can do that in not just your personal life, your, what do you call it? Platonic life. I'm already doing that with my romantic life. But you can most definitely do this for your professional life. You know? Top of the deck is... So, yeah, again, what the start is about to happen here. Something's being drawn up, like terms and conditions. First off, getting the baseline ready. Okay. So, the tutorial. It's about being also a co-creator to the terms and conditions. Looking at that first, like what is the usual format that is the most acceptable? Then we can like work from that. Like what do we find agreeable to, based on like the majority. What's found most acceptable. I feel like that. It's kind of like a printer. It's like it's printing. You know, it's doing like the little dot matrix thing, and then it gets into color. I'm like, oh, we're doing a photo. We're printing a photo. Okay, so there's a development from start to finish here, and there's something here. Oh, see the seal. The seal is coming through again. There's something else that they wanted to say. So, yes, those that abuse, how to end those that abuse my privacy, my personal information, etc. How to do that. There's something about burning bridges with them. Like, you know what? You and I, like, I know how you operate. I've given you so many chances, and I've come to realize that I too need a paycheck, so I'm not going to let you run me off. But we just so happen to be working in the same space. But you have earned no respect. I've given you so many chances. This is a two-way street, and I've already set the tone, and you've already made your points. So there's something about, like, the roots are burning, right? It's like the land is burning. So there's something about, like, I don't know about this one though. Either a divine replacement, like being propagated to another point that's more enriching. I really feel like that. Because I'm not supposed to do that. I've done that. I've done that remedy X amount of times, and nobody has seen it as validating. Regardless if there's been sexual harassment or bullying or just whatever. Nobody has seen it as legit. So this time, the divine is going to propagate me to a better placement. I don't know what that 100% means, but I do know something is going up in flames, and it has been for a while. But there's something here that's just like, it's like, what is it? King of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, there's, oh shit. Yeah, this is there's a lot of moving pieces here. So I'm not going to ruin the, I'm not going to say everything, okay? So what is your takeaway here, huh? What's your takeaway? The Fool card. Yay. So there's some point of relaxation here. They're just saying, like, relax. So what is that song? Frankie and the something. Relax. Don't do it when you want to. I don't remember how it goes, but that's the song coming up through there. Something with O. Like, I'm getting like Oscar, Olivia, Ophelia, Obi, those are the names that are coming through. I know it starts at 0, the Fool card here. But there's something. So this is an empath. So you must be an empath here. Because the left side of the chakras are, you see it, like, all the chakras are on the left side here. So there's something about the recipient side being highly receptive, but not kind of giving that. There's a loading period of digestion and integration on what's acceptable versus not. So there's a terms and conditions, like a zip-up hoodie, like an invisible zip-up hoodie. Do you see that? To what's acceptable versus not. So this is a period right now. This is inclusive for me that I'm highly receptive to energies, and I have been for a while now, and it's not going to stop, but this particular phase is where I get to, like, work in some of that and dispose, if not return the rest, like junk it out. So yeah. Okay, so what's my takeaway? Just mine. Page of Pentacles. Huh. It's game time. It's looking to invest in the next thing. Who's the next participant? You know, who's the next player? Who am I going to get teamed up with against next? Because I'm ready. That's what they're saying. You know, this marking here, it reminds me of the momentum thing where you get the ball and it's on strings, then you hit it, and then it like hits the other side. You know, it travels through telephone energetically to the other ones that are hanging, and then the other one loops up. It's kind of like that. So there's momentum here, but it's well managed frequencies, reverberating, like it's even, constant reciprocation. It's insured. Interesting. Okay, I want to get one more card for me, just because. One more card for me. Queen of Swords, say it's truth. That's interesting. Okay, I think that's it. Yeah, that's it for that. I was supposed to get Bananagrams, and I still feel like I think I need to do it. I feel like I need to do it. Yeah, whether or not people stay on, it's okay. Okay, we shall use the clipboard. Okay. So, what do you want to say? Archangel Michael? That's a lot. That's a lot. Okay. The start is D. It's kind of like the Cheshire Cat that showed itself. Okay. So I got E, O, O, S, R, L, E, A, N, T, A, E, C, Q, E, A, T, E, Y, T, A, E, A, D, T, I, B. I have TBA, TBD, 8, eat, ear, SOAD, System of a Down, does, leads, race, rain, airy, area, today, tea. There's a lot of tea here. Like, there's 3 cups of spilt tea here. 3. Actually, I can spell tea 4 times here. Let me see. 1, 2. I can spell tea 4 times here. Do you know what that fucking means? There's 4 people on here, but let me tell you, there are how many females that I work with that have, they're all bullshit on the tea. So I got, currently there's 4. There would be 5 if somebody wasn't on maternity leave. But, oh, I see Trace. Tracy. Tired. Aired. Baird, B-A-I-R-D. Bardo. Botany. Or botany. Obviously we have Boat. Nadine. Actually, there's only one N, but I feel like there's Nadine here. Neil, O'Neill, Neil, all right, Nerd, Dre, Dresden. There's something, Dresden dolls. I don't know. I don't know. I've heard of them, but I don't know. Lore. Lorna. Lonnie. Lori. Lainey. Elaine. Andrea. Ben. Benny. Bernie. Betsy. I almost saw Atticus. Adeline. Adele. Yeti. Yoni. Tori. Brian. Bart. Cyan. Cyan. Sean. Ernesto. I have to secure a name, so I'm not going to say it. Nora. I haven't seen Nora in a while. Elise as well. I haven't seen her in a while. Eric. Elsie. Elise. Etta. Batty. Letty. I think we also have Leticia. No, we only have one I, but that's short for Leticia anyway. Doc. Yen. Raina. Dory. Doris. Scone. Carlisle. But there's only one L, but I know that it's here. Carl. Kat. Katie. Carney, like Carney Wilson, or Carney like Carnival. Rose. Rosie. Rosacea. Rear. Oh wait. Tear. Tear. Net. Drain. Somebody's expending more funds than what they should. Learn. Yeah, and they should learn, or somebody's going to learn from it. Lard. Somebody's also not eating well. Oreo. Yale. Somebody went to Yale. Also Yale Naeem. Here. But I only see her first name. I don't have the M, so... Boris. Abe. Rabies. Tardy. Late. Trail. Trails. Cone. Don't. Art, which means we also have Arthur. Nate. Cain. Both C-A-I-N and C-A-N-E. Crane also. Okay, so I feel like, what did we put? Shit, I forgot it now. Fuck. Ugh, I forgot it. It's okay. Let's just shake it up a little bit. Scare. Bryce. Ribs. Ari. Brea. Beard. Dottie. Betty. Beichte, like Warren Beatty. I think it was Arbalist. Is that someone who studies trees? I hope so. Give me a second. I'm going to look that up. Oh, it's an arborist, not an arbalist. Let me just make sure. I don't know. I thought arbol, maybe it was in Spanish, tree, but I don't know. But it's an arborist, so I can't put that down. Cards. Okay, we're talking about how to end a certain thing. Done. Okay. You know, I think the now moment, because we have today here also, the now moment carries like strong will. Like if we want to end something, whether it's a bad habit or somebody like impeding on our privacy, there are certain ways on how to do that, and we can start with today. We also list is our here. Science, but there's only one C. Okay. Scientist. What? No, there's only one I. So, scribe. Something. Okay, so scribe. Okay, write down the intentions. Okay. Kind of like receipts. Like receipts are automatically taken. At this level, definitely they're automatically taken. Talent here. Talent. Aw, thank you. That's so sweet. Okay, DAO also, DAO. What else? Hold on. Sedent? What? Okay, that's here. Cedar also. So, yeah, something about trees. So cedar, Sedona. Ted. Oats, also talking about grains here. It's been coming up a lot. Authorizing Officer Tuesdays, keep on with that. They really like me doing that. Node, so, note. Torah. Etc. Something about the details of a scribe. But there's also Pete Cetera. I'm supposed to channel something from here, but ETC, something about that, etc. Like instead of saying like blah blah blah, just shorthand it, like something about like our attitude carries a long way. So normally when we hear something that's just bullshit and we know people are bullshitting, instead of just saying like blah blah blah, like same shit different day, you fine-tune your attitude and when blocking that off so it doesn't bother you. So we just shorthand it, like say etc. It's the most professional way to do it. I'm just gonna start doing that. Oh, you know, etc. That's funny. I'm gonna do that. Okay. Coat. Something about being protective, about also like you gotta be ready. That's what they're saying. Like, come on, grab your coat. Like that's the first thing that people say, like as slang, like, you know, it's not just get ready, get set, get and go. It's like if you're at a place where it feels like safe, like home. Like not everybody has to be buddy or anything, but it needs to feel safe in order for you to function at your like highest degree, like most amicable transactions at bare minimum. You need to feel safe. So when you're in that atmosphere and they're like, oh, grab your coat, let's go. It's kind of a drill where like you can just go with what you have, with what you scribed here. And we don't care about penmanship here. We're just, there's something about that there. Something about deed also. Something, I don't know what the frick. I have something extraterrestrial is coming through here because there's some kind of ownership here. Okay. It's kind of like out of this world, and like I have the deed to it. It's extraterrestrial kind of deed. It's linked up to it. So I can tune into that. I don't know why is it like that? Hold on. They told me to put deed in. That's the only way I can put it. Let me see if there's anything here. That's the way it is. I mean, unless there's another abbreviation for ET. No, that's where it goes. Okay, so I have 3 E's, 3 A's, and a Q here. What? What does that mean? Oh my gosh. There are, you know, like how I told you, like the routing? There are 3 people who are scribing. There's 3 lines of approval. That's so weird. That's crazy. Let me show you what it looks like. Oh my God. Okay. It requires 3 signatures. That is crazy. Okay. And then we have Q left. So AQ, or Q and A for quote. Something about quote too. I don't know why, because the Q is sharing the A with quote, and I accidentally said quote, but nothing is by accident. So it could be IQ for scribe, you know, it could be that. Could be QT, but like I never like using that. I mean, I don't know. There's 2 places I can put QT though. Well, I'll just say thank you. But something more substantial, okay. No, there's 3 places I can put QT. What? That's weird. Okay. It could share the bottom T with talent. It could share the T with today. It could share the same T as coat. So I'll go with my first instincts and put Q and A. When I put AQ, I think it's missing another letter, like AQP or something like that. I don't even know what that stands for, but it's something that's analytical, that you have to be analytical for. But Q and A. I don't know about that. I mean, how's Q and A related to coat? Everything's a process, so maybe they wanted me to say quote. I don't know. Coat. No, because you never question when somebody says like, "Okay, grab your coat." You like when you're that like gung ho like together. You're like, "Oh, well, what's the weather?" No, you just grab it just in case. I mean, I don't. The vibe is that high, where like even if you're going to a concert or something, you're like, grab your coat. Like, oh, is there going to be a place to leave it? Like, there's no second guessing here. So I feel like maybe it's traveled to IQ. I think inevitably, even if we're we have to like if I'm the scribe to something and then people are like just yammering away about stuff, it's a good I've always found it to be a great exercise, like where I get to be my PI level and I get to discover what people's personalities are like, how they interact with one another, who plays nicely, who doesn't, and why in one sitting. What else? So even if they're like yammering about like certain details, like I don't know if it like it could be either that's their character, like okay, this is what they're focused on, etc. But you can also tell whether they're just trying to throw somebody off track and who that's targeted to. And if that's also, I've been so adept at that I can tell the difference if that's targeted to me or not. You know what I mean? So that's going to be helpful here. Yeah. Like that's going to boost. Let me just show you. Let me just show. Oh, shoot. Okay. Excuse me. There you have it. Do you see? Scribe. I don't know. What is that? That's like, nail polish, I don't know, some marker, some cinnamon roll. I don't know. Look, 3 signatures. You see, it's like a friggin' pencil. See? That's crazy. Talk about urgent. Urgent. Is it urgent, urgent, urgent? That's crazy. See? Scribing. Okay. Let's get one more card out because that's just crazy. We're going to get it out of the Light Seers Tarot. Excuse me. Because I don't know where I put the other cards. I don't know what I did with them. Where did I put them? Whatever. It's okay. We move on. Okay. Okay. Bottom of the deck. Is that Six of Pentacles? It is. We finally have an exchange here. Secret sauce. What's no secret? Temperance. Look, I told you. Domino effect. Chill. And those are 4 cards that flopped over. So what fell on the folders? High Priestess. The folders, like my folders of personal stuff that I have to like get through to keep my shiz organized. And this fell on the 3 of Wands. Upright. This is what? The Fool card extroverted now. So it's time to go. Grab your coats. Ah, this is crazy. Or no, they're saying be ready. Be ready to go. Because the 3 of Wands is your ships are coming in. If it was in reversal, it would be already here. And then we have 10 of Cups and 7 of Pentacles. Inverted. So, again, with that ricochet of events, it landed on top of these 2 cards where things need to be sized up and things are moving aggressively. So, you know, everything has a polarity even within its energetics. So we can't 100% take the Devil card as something that's like damnifying. This is like, okay, if you're going to exert that much energy, put that out into the universe. They're already luggage. They're creating you a custom luggage tag, okay, before it goes out. That's how like TSA out they are. So then it's going to go back to you. But that energetic, like the good part of it, the thing that we're filtering through. Where are you here? You see, discerning the F out of. Yes, sir. The zip up hoodie that we're, what is that? Yeah, what we're investing in, like what's going to go into us and be like a solid investment for us to take away. That ricochet is coming back inverted. You see? 10 of Cups, like absolute happiness, Tina. You're going to get that. You are getting that. It's insured. Just be patient. It's going to be a trickle effect. Just it's going to come through, okay? Just be patient. Because whatever's coming through is like, what do you call it? Sweet. Is it sweet revenge or sweet victory? Either way, it is delicious. All right, that's it. Thanks so very much. Oh, you know, get a flavor of both worlds. Look, Temperance, remember? Both worlds. It's dim sum time. Again, another closer for you. What? The Hangman in reverse. Oh, somebody's trying to be objective. Somebody's trying to just observe. Oh, but you know what? This is yeah, I think that's what's going on. Okay. What's for me? Just for me. Oh, they're saying hang tight. Oh, the Hierophant. I am a teacher, a guru. Someone well respected in the community. Look at that. That's kind of like the Ace of Wands, Stairway to Heaven. Bloom right there. That's excellent. This is a gatekeeper. Actively gatekeeping. It's like you either see it or you don't. And are you carrying heavy? Because like that's an automatic pat down by the divine. Because you can't walk those steps if it's you can't follow that path if you're carrying heavy. That's what they're saying. Okay, we got it. Thanks so very much. All right, so thanks for all donations provided in light and love. I certainly appreciate it, but now that this reading is officially over, upon closing the portals in these readings, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas to assisting with the sequence of... Roll out in light and love. I close the portals in this reading.